Happy December something. I'm just going to start this one off by saying it is really cold. Um, and if you could see Matthew, you would know he's cold too, although I did tell him to dress warmly. But nobody ever listens to Papa.
I'm wearing a hoodie.
In any case, it's really cold. So we'll see how far we get before we maybe move into the garage because as you may remember, we're doing this crafting at my in-laws, and crafting happens outside. No crafting in the house. In any case, so today's project is picture frames. Seems like forever we wound up doing picture frames at Christmas, usually to give the boys school pictures away. Not this year, since I have children that are no longer in school, and then children that won't show up when it's picture day. But you should have seen the look I just got. In any case, so we're doing picture frames today, and our shot, of course, for day drinking and crafting. I feel like I haven't said that enough. We're here to do some day drinking and crafting, in case we were wondering. Although if you've managed to get this far, it's pretty clear what we're up to. In any case, today we're doing the Rumchata, which is kind of a version of horchata, which is a rice-based drink with cinnamon, kind of like a ricey, eggnoggy thing. Only this has rum in it because, you know, what isn't made better by adding rum. But in any case, so know your limits. Don't drink and drive. I'm not driving anywhere. I'm stuck here until I'm done with all of this crafting, and all 5 shots have worn off. So that's what we're about today. We're gonna do some 5 Rumchata shots and then kind of go from there. This is really full. Five shots of Rumchata. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Happy Hanukkah. It's a little early for Kwanzaa, but happy Kwanzaa if that's your thing. This is really good. 3.
For those of you counting at home.
For those of you keeping track at home. Know your limits. Don't drink and drive. Be safe. I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here for a while. Crafting. Really good. I could probably drink a lot more than 5 of those. But we'll start with 5. So, picture frames. Yeah, so I don't really know what to say beyond picture frames. We've done a lot of different picture frames. It seems like every year we do different ones. Usually there's some painting involved. When the boys were younger, they liked to paint and then put stickers. I feel like one year we did like mermaids and tropical trees, and
I don't have a clue.
maybe that was in the summer. So usually you can get these picture frames or frames like this at Michael's or your local hobby store for $1. It's not an expensive craft by any means. And you'll need, so you need a picture frame, white paint, glue, paint brushes. I think that's it.
Are you doing the, what's it called? The fancy French word. That sounds bad.
The fancy French word is paper mache.
No, the
Decoupage?
Yeah, that.
Yes, we are doing that. So you need something to decoupage this time. So this is just in case you missed that, because I've got stuff in the way. Really good. This is white paint. So you take your white paint and your little paintbrush. I like the foam ones just because they don't leave little hairs on the thing. And then you just paint the frame. You wind up with it kind of looking more, instead of like, because it's white, because I'm choosing to do white, you get kind of a whitewash effect, rather than like you've completely painted over the wood and colored it with the color. We've done it in the past where we painted the frames with colors, and usually it takes a couple of coats. One year Matthew did these green and pink frames that were very complicated. I think you can actually look it up on Pinterest, because I think we posted it on Pinterest, but very complicated, a lot of steps. Super cute. His grandparents still have them up in the house.
They're sitting on the piano.
Yeah,
at the moment.
I think the Powells still have theirs.
Yeah.
So really, really cute, but I think everyone agrees it was an insane amount of work.
We did stripes, didn't we? Stripes and polka dots on them.
Yes.
I think.
And like you had done the blue painter's tape, so that then you painted them a second time and then peeled the paint off for the dramatic review. It was worth it, but it was an insane amount of work.
I don't remember how we did the polka dots.
We did the polka dots with the lid of the paint thing, and we dipped it in the paint and did that, and then you and your brother did pinkies, and
filled
then
them in, huh?
the bottom of the, like that. We're not doing polka dots today though.
No.
So paint the picture frame. Don't forget to do the sides, which because we're prepared, we have the swap out where this one's dry, and then you can watch me paint the sides without having to sit and watch me wait for the other thing to dry. The reason that you want it to dry is that otherwise you get fingerprints on the front of it, where your fingers are rubbing the paint off. They all come with a little plastic thing that you can use to hang them up. I am not going to be hanging these up. I'm going to be standing these up, so I just peel the plastic thing off.
They come with little wood things to make them stand,
there's a little
too.
wood dowel that you stick in.
Boom, fancy.
Boom, fancy. So I'm just going to keep painting this until I have painted the side. Very exciting. So what you missed was me finishing the painting of the edges on that one, and Matthew campaigning for a drone to hold the camera instead of his little cold fingers, that if we had a drone doing it, that if his hands would be warm. We're low tech, sorry. So the next step, you've got this painted frame, the sides are painted, the front is painted, and we're going to do a little bit of decoupaging to kind of spice up the frame. Last night when I was doing some more of that tree craft with the cone paper that we did on the other video that you saw, we had leftover scraps, and I kind of trimmed them down, and so that I would have stuff to do with the decoupaging. And basically I'm just picking like a couple of things to put on each frame. I mean, you could cover the entire frame, but I suspect that I'm running out of steam crafting wise, and it may just be time to cut my losses and wrap this up and be finished. So I'm going to use the scissors and kind of trim down some of these so that they fit a little bit better in the space. This one is like a little Christmas tree, and a little church. The scale is really off, but that is all right. So little Christmas tree, church. And then we'll kind of wrap the corners on that one. Alright, so then you need your Mod Podge or your decoupaging medium or whatever. I'm using glue this time around because I'm just doing little pieces and not like the whole thing. I'm not going to thin it out with water. I may regret that, but for the moment, it seems like a good idea. Do not get your white paint mixed up with your white glue. I'm just telling you now, you will regret it. So a little bit of the glue on the frame. Stick down your little artwork. More glue on top. Now, because this one is kind of overlapping a little bit onto the side, you want to put glue on the side, fold it down. More glue. Now, if you're really handy, like with an X-Acto knife, you could go back in and, you know, trim it. I may be wanting to do that later, but at the moment, so we've got that, and then we're putting the other one up here. The good thing about glue, or at least this kind of glue, and Mod Podge if you're using that, is that it dries clear. So if you get too much glue or you don't do it exactly in the spot that you need it, doesn't matter because it's going to dry clear. So then you put more on top. I'm trying to do this without getting my fingers in it because, as I mentioned before, it's really cold and the glue is cold. My fingers are cold. It's cold. And you want to do the sides. I'm going to have to trim this one because I left it way longer than it needs to be.
Go you.
That's what the scissors are for. That's what the scissors are for. I whispered it. I don't know if you could hear me whisper that or not.
Why are we whispering when you have some dark underlying secrets, believe?
I do.
Underneath
Dark
that statement?
underlying secrets behind that statement, yes. All right, in any case, there, little decoupage to kind of make the frame look fancier.
See, and now that cute little family look like they're having even more fun.
Right, and like the little extra paint there makes it kind of look wintry. I don't know. If you don't have a good-looking family, by all means, use the family that comes in the picture frame.
I feel like you can't just shoot down people in their entire family like that.
I said if you don't have a cute family. I didn't say people didn't have a cute family.
Yeah, but
just giving you that option.
What if somebody doesn't have a cute family and they took that to heart? Now they're just sad and lonely.
Fairly certain that if you don't have a cute family, you already know, and me saying it out loud isn't making the situation any better or any worse. In any case, here's your picture frame. Yay us. Rumchata, because like I said, it's really cold. So I feel like because it's really cold, I should get another shot. Kind of warm me up.
What do I get out of this? You get alcohol, and I get to sit in the cold.
My love and affection. So,
not commenting on that.
Happy holidays. Here's to day drinking and crafting. Here's to my unpaid intern. Thank you, and we'll see you next time.